So bench strength's really important, but it's not the sort of thing that you can do overnight. It's definitely not an overnight sensation. It's something that should be part of the due diligence of all good organisations, and it's important for boards and for HRDs.
Particularly being in an industry where the skills and the capabilities will change over time, being in an organisation that's very purposeful and looking at what that means for the type of people that we want in the organisation, it's really critical that we start to really future plan and future proof that. So and again that comes back to having internal and external succession, so being really mindful of who's in the market. Where might we go to if we had to go externally? What might that look like? And how are we building that bench strength?
I don't use it very often, but if you think of sporting analogy, you want people sitting on your bench that can come on the pitch when someone gets injured. So if you think about building a bench, you've got to have people that can step into other people's jobs. If you're in a company that's in rapid growth, you've got to build that quick. And I think one of the roles of the HRD is also then, if you take the sporting analogy further, they've got to have built the academy to have younger folk coming through. And they've also got to have the scouts, so they're out there seeking other people's talent.
The bench and the strength of the bench is very important to all the CEOs I've worked in my career. And it's something which we need to make sure, especially those days where there is a war of talents and that's employee-driven market, that we really flourish our people inside and making sure they can grow in the organization.
Certainly at Barchester Healthcare, we've had very, very little churn across our senior management team, and I think that's really put us in good stead over the last couple of years with the challenges faced. Having said that, that doesn't necessarily mean we've got the bench strength for the business going forward. And so the approach that we're taking in terms of our leadership development and talent management is really being very clear about what we want and need from our leaders going forward, and then identifying where we have that strength and also where those gaps are.
So we're looking now at not just who are the ex-com successors, but who are their successors, and then who's coming through the organisation. So for us it's critical because we're in growth mode. Not all organisations are in that mode, so sometimes it's actually more about retention of the people and the development of the successors that you've got.